It's time for some icy fresh chocolate with the Zero Bar. Hey guys, Jeff here with a review of the Zero Dark. That is right, the Zero Bar. This is not the Zero you may know and love. I don't know if you love it, but there's an American bar called Zero that Hershey's makes that's like a white fudge thing. I've reviewed that here on the channel. But this is a Canadian. Well, it's not actually Canadian, but you can get this here in Canada. I think it's Belgian. But imported here, it's, Mondelez, it's all, you know how it is. Regal Confections is a company that actually distributes this here in Canada. There is a Zero Dark and a Zero Milk. I was at the old dollar store and I saw this and I thought, hey, it's a different Zero Bar. And I don't think I've ever had this before. But Regal Confections are the people, they do a lot of stuff here. They do Double Bubble here in Canada. They do, well, I don't remember. They do a lot of stuff. Particularly, though, to note, they do a candy I reviewed recently called the Maritz. There's half. I guess there's 4 sections. The Maritz Icy Squares or Icy Cubes, was it? And I believe that this chocolate bar follows those same patterns of, well, if you look here, it just looks like straight chocolate in the middle. But this is made with a cocoa, yeah, made with a coconut oil to keep it cool. Like it's like the Maritz Icy Squares in a chocolate bar form. It's a cold or a cooling flavor on the inside. Not exactly mint, but like cool. I don't know exactly how to explain it. I guess I'll link to the Maritz review I did recently. It's got it feels a little oily. What a weird shape, eh? For a bar? Like, it's almost like a piece of like machinery or something. Like you saw that, like, I don't know, like it's like your HVAC system stapled to the ceiling, right? Like that's what the patterning would look like. You wouldn't think anything of it, right? Okay. All right. Well, anyway, so I like that. I kind of like this patterning, and I got to say, I like the design work here with this very like frosty. That fits the theme, right? I can feel like a little oiliness on the outside of this chocolate. I don't know if I mentioned that when I did the Maritz review, but that was also the same. Like the chocolate has a texture that's not really the same as you see on other kinds of bars, other just regular milk chocolate. Anyway, this is dark chocolate though, so let's give it a try. Yeah, it's cool. It's weird. It's like cool. It's cool in the way that chocolate isn't normally. It is like those Maritz ones. It's maybe not quite as strong. So what you're supposed to do is, aside from this outside layer that's enrobing it, what you'd want to do is get the middle layer, that nougat, that kind of ganache, and just let that melt on your tongue. I can't decide whether I really like this or I really don't. I think it's one or the other. I think I might feel better about this if it were milk. Yeah. Okay. So sorry, I'm just letting the icy center melt on my tongue. It's not really cool. It's like cooling. I don't know how to explain it. You guys got to just try it. Or if not this, then another like quote unquote cooling chocolate. Okay, so what's turning me off is the dark chocolate. It's actually, for like, fake dark chocolate, it's okay. That's not a great ringing endorsement, but it is. It's okay for considering what this is, right? I don't think this is like super high quality chocolate. I don't know, maybe it is. What do I know about dark chocolate? But it's like, it's just not for me at all. It's just not my style. I like the inside. I like the ganache. I like it. I like that melting, cooling feeling. I like the experience of eating this bar. I just don't really like the taste of the chocolate, and it's the outer layer. So I do think that this would be something that I would dig in the milk form. Only I just didn't see the milk form. All they had at the dollar store was the old dark one here. So that's what I got. But while I think that this isn't for me because of that, I certainly appreciate what this bar is doing, and I feel like I understand it. I get it. Like, okay, it's you know, it's a cooling, melty kind of bar. That's not something you see every day. Definitely has a place. I'm surprised this isn't available at more places. I don't know. Maybe I never really look around. Well, I do look around. I look around everywhere I go because I'm always looking for new chocolate bars. But I don't see this one anywhere. I don't think the only place I've ever seen this is at the Dollarama. So, you know, I guess go to a dollar store if you want it. But that's probably just something to do with the way it's imported. And you know, Regal Confections is sort of a weird company where here in Canada they import to like remember when I did all those vending machines, you know, those are pretty much all Regal products. So Regal is not like a standard, you know, impulse item at the grocery store kind of checkout chocolate bar. They just don't get that good placement. So maybe all they can get in is the old dollar store. Anyway, I think that this is an interesting bar. I like it on paper. I just don't personally like it in practice. But I think that there are people out there who certainly would. So Joaquin McCaney is going to rate the Zero Dark. I'm going to rate it a 3 out of 5. It's I guess it's a good 3 because like technically it's fairly proficient. But you know, the audience score is a little lower than that, right? Anyway, that's my take on it. You guys let me know what you think. If you've had a chance to try the Zero or the Zero Milk or the Zero Dark, definitely interested. I'll keep my eye out for that milk and see if I can try that. See if that fares a little bit better because I think it might. But good one to try. I'm glad I finally got to taste this. I've looked at it many a time at the store and just never pulled the trigger until now. So glad I'm putting this one down. So thanks very much for watching, everyone. Really appreciate your time. I'll talk to you next time. Bye-bye.